Hi, I'm a J, and I draw anime-style illustrations. I know this Halloween video is really late by the time you watch this, but just know that I've actually already finished this on the 6th of November and already posted it on all of my social media. Anyways, for Halloween, I wanted to draw a witch costume for my OC this time, since in 2021 I already drew a vampire one. And that was what I initially wanted to do, but I changed my mind. So here's my entire process starting from character designing to illustration. So I wanted my OC to have a cute and sexy outfit. So I made a mood board, which was the first time I actually made one. I know some of you are trying to read the tiny text by squinting your eyeballs out, and I really care for your eyeballs, so just wait and we'll get to it later. After I talk about today's sponsor! Oh no, just kidding. I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing. I'm currently drawing the base pose following the decomposition rule, because I want the pose to be pretty. If you've never heard of decomposition before, allow me to make a short explanation for you. Just know this is also my opinion of what I think. Remember to do your own research, okay? Decomposition can help your pose pop and not look flat. Take a look at these drawings by Unner. You can see the D outlines, which gives more movement or life to it. I'm sorry if my explanation is pretty shit because I'm terrible at explaining. Anyways, let's get back to my drawing. I drew my favorite part, which are the eyes. For some reason it looks so wonky, so I drew it the second time and it looks so much better. I also erased some of the lines in the eye to give effect? I don't know the word. I'm going to fast forward this part. Also, let me tell you, feet are just so much harder to draw than hands. I dread drawing them more than hands. I prefer to draw hands a lot more. Plus, hands are prettier. I mean, just look at them. Look how pretty and delicate they look. Anyways, enough about hands and feet. Let's talk about the mood board. We're gonna start with the main design of every witch. That's right, a witch hat. I really like the flowy cloth on the hat, so I'm including that into my design. I also really like the gold accessory on the hat, so I quickly came up with an apple motif design. Plus, I needed to do this eventually anyways, since I'm giving my OC an outfit with lore! Anyways, I picked a random color to block in faster than if I just drew the line art, so just ignore the horrible color choices. I'll fix the colors later, and added some thingies at the edge of the hat. Next is the coat. I wanted her honkas to not be covered, same for the shoulders, so here's me trying to figure out what to do by drafting a few coat designs. Oh, I also wanted a long back coat thing, and the thing on her shoulder. I somehow managed to figure out a way to combine them, and I absolutely love it! And once again, I wanted to add that sexiness, so I made a Duda hole, like so. I also wanted to have the side skirt and the tight waist thing. I also gave her the thingy around the veggie area that succubuses wear. I'm so glad I drew the skirt attached there. I felt that because there was an opening between her upper thighs and Virginia area, it felt a bit too sexy. So I drew a semi-transparent miniskirt there to add more cuteness. I also really liked the poofy skirt thing, so I drew it starting from the coat. Also finally deciding on the color palette, yay! Honestly, I had no idea what I wanted to do with the shoulder design, but it turned out pretty nicely in the end. I also felt that the coat was a bit too boring, so I added frills. So glad I made this choice. Good job, past me! Forgot to draw the shoes. I'm not great at designing shoes, so it looks really basic. Here's the final result. I'm very proud of this Halloween design. I think I improved a lot in character designing. It's so much better compared to the 2021 version of my vampire one. Head to my Instagram story to check it out in the link below. Now that that's done, time to start with my favorite part. Illustration! I started by drafting pose ideas, by drawing the poses in blobs, which was a bad idea for me, and you'll see why later. I honestly struggled to think of a pose, so I looked up references on Pinterest later to hopefully solve my creative block. Now remember when I said drawing in blobs was a bad idea for me? By the way, if drawing in blobs suits you best, do it! This is just my personal preference. I find it a lot easier to draw the shape outlines since I can imagine better. Also, doesn't the blob head look so cool with the transparent body? I chose some drafts I liked and added more detail. It's so I can choose the best one. Then I blocked some colors in. I chose this draft because I really like the pose. I'm going to skip this part since I don't really have much to say here. I started blocking colors in to check values and see how the colors blend well together, like the skin color changing depending on the environmental lighting, same for other colors. And I really like this new style of mine. I did the same for the hair rendering too. I used the lasso tool for hair highlights. I then used the tone curve setting to adjust the colors. I'm glad I improved on knee rendering too, because I used to struggle with it, and it's all thanks to Alice Vu. Also, did you know that I love adding glitter? The light felt a bit too dull, so I added a layer with the glow dodge setting, with an orange hue. I also almost forgot to add the hat cloth. The glitter were the most fun to add. I'm very proud and happy of how this looks. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. Let me know what costume did you draw for your OC in the comments. See ya in my future video. Bye bye!